also, a lot of people who don't really fight or know about fighting talk about the mixed martial art, or can you beat mixed martial art? Well, you don't realize that a lot of people who practice the art are mixed martial artists, but they're doing more than basic stuff. You got to remember, in the ring you got rules and regulations. You can't do this and do that. I come from a long street fighting background. I never was much of a sportsman, and I have been fighting with all kind of people, grappler, boxer, wrestler, kung fu, karate. And my main thing was, back in the days, people didn't think internal work, let alone kung fu and karate. So I was studying the internal, so I made it work. I studied with people who showed you how to use it, and you know, I had a lot of heart and a big mouth. I just used to like to fight a lot, and I learned how to use it, and you can too. So I don't know. People ask, the question seems dumb to me when they ask, like, what kind of question you're going to ask somebody about the grappler or something, or trying to take you down. Is in kung fu, we're doing everything. You know, we're going to eye gouge, we're going to neck crank, but we're not doing it in a passive way. We're doing it to set you up in a position. Like, for instance, Bagua, all the moves in kung fu are breaking and killing maneuvers. But if you don't learn how to use your circular movement and hold your feet correctly and root and use your waist and hip and body power, can't help you.
So show us an example.
So, for instance, like, what do you want to do? So, like, see, when you come in, I don't just try to meet you grappling. I use leverage. So when you come in, see, I catch right behind your elbow, see? I'm not going to try to grab your arm and say, oh, like, see what? You come like you try to grab me. No, really grab. You grab like this, and I just try to bear hug with you. I don't do that. The first thing you notice is you do your embrace. So somebody getting close, you embrace. But look, see, remember we said elbow, wrist? See? Now, of course, it's not going to be a submission. His head's going to hit the ground first. You know? I keep this on. I got all this free. I'm not waiting. He might try to kick, but if I crank on this arm, I'm not going to be really worried about that kick. And you see, it flows.
What about some of the eye tactics of kung fu? Can you give us an example?
Tactics?
Yeah, you know, when they try to rush in, because I notice when they rush in, I notice that a lot of mixed martial art guys, they're kind of vulnerable to the eye gouges, ripping up the ears,
yeah, because
shit like
when
that.
you're in the ring, you're not trying to do everything. So if somebody comes in, see, even if you don't want to be dirty, you know you don't want to gouge your eye in the ring, you bam, catch him a little.
But I understand this is not ring, so kung fu is not really ring fight.
No, but see, this will do pretty much slow him down for the fight. See, that's worse than an eye punch. The heel of the palm will fit in that eye socket and snatch his ear like this. You know,
you seem to enjoy this,
quick
man.
enough so the ref doesn't.
You seem to enjoy this.
Yeah,
he's abuse.
Yeah, see,
abuse.
Then, like, if somebody coming in, I'm not going to go for chokes directly.
Yeah.
I chin wrench first.
Chin wrench. Oh shit.
And cross up the body. Take the arms and legs. Always track the limb. See, look at the other arm. Look at this leg.
I'm trying to get up in here. I understand. Technique.
When you want to take care of somebody, don't fight with them. You take care of them right away.
So is that the main goal of Chinese kung fu?
Yeah, the way I learned it. Yeah, you're not going to play games.
What if the grappler does get in on you?
If they get in on you, you got to have your root. So if you get in, there's a lot of stuff about root that's hard to explain, and you'd have to actually practice it to know what to do. See, if you try to wrest me, see, I know how to flex and move my leg muscles in a way to keep my weight stable. Also, the bow and arrow stance. See, you gotta take my hip off balance first.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. So you're saying using a gumbo stance, basically.
Yeah, I can use this kind of stance, and then I don't just try to hold my stance and keep my legs up here. When you push in on me, I put my weight back on you.
Plus, it don't seem practical. I mean, you know, to really try to take somebody down on the streets in the hood, basically.
Oh, not too much glass, broken glass.
Yeah, concrete.
Go down with
too
the
much
guy.
exertion.
Yeah. So, also, the tackle's good for playing, but in a real fight, somebody comes and attacker you. Yeah. You just drop and turn the side elbow.
Yeah. Can you show an example of that?
You coming in.
Oh shit. Okay, I see.
That's a basic stance motion. And then,
damn.
Yeah. So they don't want to come in. Plus, if they're going down, you use drilling like Shingi. You step right in, take the leg, drop the arm. It's all in your Bagua forms. It's right there in your forms.
Okay.
But you gotta do it with flow. See, I can't just preset go. You know, I could, because I'm just kind of accurate. My moves, I always focus on leverage and accuracy. See, like when I go here, I wrench in the side of the neck. You don't need much leverage. Like, see, even if you struggle hard, but because I'm levering my body against yours, it makes my technique that much easier. See? So, because I'm not just grabbing. Yeah, I'm not just going like this. See, this you can struggle against, because I'm. Yeah, see, I haven't trapped you, but I practice trapping. So when I touch you, I'm leveraging everything I'm in contact with. And attack everything at the same time, especially the knees and the hip. See? And keep your knee free so you can roll. But remember, once you got the knee, you got the shoulder.
So I guess really, basically MMA is just really a sport fighting art. Basically.
Well, it's a sport. Like, some grapplers are good, but if you know body mechanic, you should be able to hold your balance. It's the first thing you're supposed to learn in the martial art. I mean, you could be taken down, because we deal with takedowns too. We take people down. Remember, if you're doing the martial art, you're training to kill and cripple and maim. You can be friendly if you want, but if the time comes, there's no friendly, especially if the guy's good enough to hurt you. If somebody's weak, you might want to spare mercy, they'll run away. But big guy looks dangerous, or small guy sometimes more dangerous. You got to break him up quick. So that's the main thing. Elbow, wrist, attack the joints mostly. Don't go muscle for muscle with somebody.
Okay.
And you just turn, keep rolling, learn how to press your feet right. And if that person doesn't know how to control their leg muscles, all their strength is useless. Trust me, I train a lot of people that do these other mixed martial art type of things and different styles.
So I guess
styles, you know.
So I guess the main question is, Kung Fu is useful.
Oh, it can be used, yeah. It's the mother of all the other arts, they say.
And there we have it, Sifu Rudy. Perspective on Chinese Kung Fu.
Yeah, I used to take on challenges all the time, but I'm 47 now. I don't have time for all that stuff. But you're welcome if you're ever in town.
Hear that, Asia? You hear that, Asia? You're welcome.
They come to me. If Norvell doesn't answer the phone, just call my number. And I got a couple other people that wouldn't mind seeing you too. You ain't the only two.
Yeah, ain't the truth.